Greetings, it's me. What's good? Let's just get into it. Today I'm just gonna kind of show you what I'm getting rid of. Honorable mention to 2 palettes. I decluttered 2 other palettes that I don't have anymore because I gave them to my sister. But it was the ColourPop Good as Gold palette and the Juvia's Place Magic palette. I wish I could show you guys in person and say goodbye to it again, but I don't have it, so I'm only saying this because my lips are chapped and I'm about to put one of them on. The BH Cosmetics So Extra Glosses. I wasn't expecting this, I swear I was not. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. When I tell you this formula is so freaking good. All right, let's get into it. We have the I Heart Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado palette. I think this was like $8, and it is a beautiful color story. I agree, like honestly, I really still love this color story, but the quality isn't that great. I would say the quality is good for the price, but that's not really saying much if the price is, you know, look at all of those. So pretty. Shut up, because that's actually not bad. We're not doing this, Aaliyah. You decided to declutter it. You need to stand in your truth. You're decluttering it. Okay, hold on. Let me swatch these mattes really quick. Why is it actually good? Wait a minute. Hold on. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because I don't use it. I don't gravitate towards it. I don't think today's the day that I want to pick this up. And even though it swatches really nicely, I do feel like it doesn't wear as well on the eyes. So we're done with that. It's a cute palette though. If you only want to spend $9 and you don't have any greens in your collection, I'm not mad at you if you buy it. So then next we have the NYX Diamonds and Ice palette. I actually have a video where I use this and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I loved it so much. And no lie, it is good. I mean, these are pretty. So here we have okay. I mean, the silver is not very good. So like these are really pretty too, but I feel like they're doing the same thing that the avocado palette was doing, where they're pretty. Like if I swatch it, it's pretty, but on the eyes it just doesn't look the same. And also I just have better purples, so I'm not gonna gravitate to that one first. All right, so the next one is the Lime Crime Prelude palette. Lime Crime got me not once but twice. I have this palette and I also have the Venus, the purple one. I forgot the name. I had to scrape pretty much all these shimmers off multiple times because they get hard pan and then I can't use them anymore. But even after I scraped them, I still felt like I couldn't really use them. Like the prettiest color in this palette is this Seafoam shade right here. But like you see this duochrome? Okay, why is it looking so good on camera? Are you kidding me right now? Listen, honestly, this is really just coming down to the fact that these are not good quality. The formula is no good, and just because something swatches well doesn't mean it does well on the eyes. These are really pretty though, and I'm kind of thinking like, Aaliyah, what is wrong with you? You should keep this. I think what'll happen is I will get a Z palette and I will keep this duochrome blue right here. But Aaliyah, every time you've used it, you've had a problem with it. Like, you know that. Don't let these swatches gaslight you right now. Okay, next we have the Honey ColourPop palette. All of the mattes in here, with the exception of this one right here, basically wither away into nothing, and so I can't use them. Then you have the glitter. I mean, the glitter is super pretty, but I honestly get a little nervous about glitters just because I don't want to go blind. And so that leaves us with 3 shimmers. I think this is pretty, and I think this is pretty. This is too light. I would never gravitate towards this because it's so pale, even though it's really pretty and it's a good duochrome. So that really just leaves me with 2 shades, and honestly, I have the Natasha Denona, not the gold palette, but the dupe of the gold palette from Alter Ego. Speaking of Alter Ego, a brand that basically dupes high-end brands and their palettes, I have the Athena palette from Bad Habit Beauty. If you remember Bad Habit Beauty, it was like the original copycat. This was a dupe of the Desert Dusk Huda Beauty palette. I still think that this palette is absolutely beautiful. These 3 shades right here, really this whole 9 pan section right here is just everything to me. However, I can just kind of tell that the quality's gone down so much. See, these ones don't even really swatch well how they used to. Oh, these duochromes are so freaking good though. But yeah, I can always just buy the Desert Dusk at this point if I wanted this again, but I really don't, it's fine. These next 2 palettes I've had a really hard time with, but I've decided to just go ahead and do it. So I have the Sweet Pinks by Juvia's Place and the Mauves by Juvia's Place. Set, I have a video, I think it's one of like the first videos on my channel. No one is denying how pretty this is. No one is denying that. However, these 2 look really similar to me to the point that I'm a little irritated. This shade, it's like a little deeper than I would want for a pink. Like if I personally am gonna go pink, I want hot pink. I think I like this color the most in the whole palette. And this one I'm not a huge fan of. I think again, for the Z palette, I'm going to take 2 of these shimmers out and keep those. And the rest, we'll find a home somewhere else. Kind of similar thing with the mauves, but these 2 shades are really similar to me. I can see the difference, but it's not enough of a difference for me to feel like it's justified. I also have these 2 colors in other palettes, and this is more of a satin shimmer. I don't really like satin shimmers. I like shimmers. I don't really gravitate towards this color, and I feel like it's also too similar to this color. And this color right here, I'm gonna swatch for you. Yes. That's a shimmer, okay? And then we have the purple that was right next to it. You see the difference? I know you do. So again, I think I'm gonna take this color out of the mauves and put it into a Z palette. I don't even think I'm capturing how pretty this color is. Icy blue, even somewhat green. The camera's literally not picking up on it. It can't even capture it. So these 2 pinks from the Pinks palette. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking good. But do you see how similar they are? All right, next we've got Storybook Cosmetics. I got this in a boxy charm, and it basically just opens up like this. You see the mirror right here, and it has a little quote right here. Someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. I think this is my only true red eyeshadow, and I think that's kind of what stopped me from getting rid of it for so long. Also, the fact that it looks like this, it literally looks like a book, which is so freaking cute. I kind of even told myself, Aaliyah, even if you don't use it, this would be so cute as like a vanity decoration. But I honestly feel like I'm ready to just let it go. This middle shade reminds me of Lituation from the Jackie Aina. It's cute. Again, they're more satin shimmers, and I really think the packaging is giving it a lot of credit. Other than that, would I have ever looked twice at this? No. I also got this in a boxy charm, and it's the Violet Voss Essentials. I think the main reason I haven't been able to let this one go is because one time I used this pink shadow on my lid. It was a one and done situation, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is the best pink I've ever worn. And ever since then, we've been really close. This black I've also used as a liner in hard times. I'm looking at this now, I'm so uninspired. I literally don't care about this. This is not giving me anything. The last 3 that I have here are all face palettes. We have the BH Cosmetics, it's my Raye palette. If you remember when this came out, so I used to use this one to set my concealer, and I would use this one as a bronzer. The only eyeshadows in this that I like is this bottom row of shimmers. That is it. Rightfully so. Like, I don't even think I need to explain that. And to this day, they're still so good. Next we have also from BH Cos. Oh my gosh, I was low-key a BH Cosmetics stan, wasn't I? We have the BH Cosmetics Run Wild palette by Tina Yong. This is supposed to be a contour, not gonna work. This is a blush, not. And then this one, this can work, but I already have this in the Sweet Cheeks Rose and Play NYX Cosmetics. Wow, the fact that I remembered that, that's how you know I use that product. And then this one is too light, but it is a shimmery blush. It was on sale for $8 when I bought it. I think BH Cosmetics was having like a huge clearance situation. The actual palette, I mean, it's cute, but I see why I was looking at it. However, the formula doesn't do what it's supposed to do. But these two highlights, they're duochromes and just... So you see how this one flashes pink? The only problem is when it's not pink, it's basically ghostly white, and I'm sorry, who is that gonna work for? Not I. Let me swatch it again, but lighter. It's still a little questionable, not gonna lie, but it's pretty. It's pretty. I'm gonna keep that one in a Z palette. Okay, lastly, my sister gave this to me. It's from Seraphine Botanical, and it's the Sakura and Sage. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. It's a vegan eyeshadow and blush palette. I don't know where she got this from. I absolutely have no idea. It's as basic as it gets. Doesn't this look a lot like another palette I just swatched for you earlier in this video? I don't remember which one, but they all start to look the same after a while, huh? I do like that silver though. I'm gonna keep the silver because I don't have any other silvers. That was it. But I am gonna go in my room and look at all the palettes that I decided to keep and just do one more look through. We have this. This is the other Lime Crime palette, the Venus 3 that I told you I was gonna end up keeping. How can I say I love purple and not keep this? I think the only palette I'm really on the fence about right now is the ABH Carli Bybel palette. A lot of these shades, the last time I used it, I felt like were too... How come when I hold it up for you in the camera though, it just looks so much better? Oh my god, it's so pretty. Never mind, I'm keeping this. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is cute. I know a lot of people were freaking out over this palette when it first came out because they were like, oh my god, it's triggering my trypophobia, which I didn't even know what that was till this palette came out. You guys are funny sometimes. I love videos like this because it allows me to basically like do a time capsule of things. I can look back. If I ever decide I missed one of these palettes, I can just watch this video and say, we had a good run. We really did. There's never a right time to say goodbye, but you know that we gotta go our separate ways. Have a good night, besties.